Someone reminded me, and I think that this is true, I don't think that the trip at the end of the stairs was actually scripted. At least the first time that it happened. I don't know if that's the one that's in the movie, but I think that that just kind of happened. The one where Lainey calls out Zach when she says, "My eyes are really beautiful."
You really broke out the big guns with that one, didn't you?
Like that one on the street corner. I remember doing that scene a lot. I remember...
Was this some kind of new dork outreach program?
I remember dork outreach program. I remember Supersize My Balls because I still can't say it without laughing.
Supersize my balls.
Oh, that poor old man. I actually asked for a falafel hat. That was my idea. So I did that to myself.
You're vapor. You're spam. A waste of perfectly good yearbook space.
You're vapor. You're spam. You're a waste of yearbook space. Not so skilled with the choreography over here. Yeah, I was able to justify that my character wouldn't necessarily know this dance that everybody else seems to know. And I think that they just sort of like gently swept me to the side when they realized that I was not the best dancer. And I had started a take, and I could tell that I didn't really like what I was doing, but I was just like, okay, well, they won't use this if I blink a lot. Yes, they did. Yes. Yes, they did. I was like, surely I'll get another crack at it. I was like, I'll do my best, but I'll just be like, blinkety blinkerson, and then how could they possibly even use it? And it's in the movie, and I will never try that again. Whoops. My favorite Freddie memory from filming is this scene where my character says, my bet, it's like this whole thing, and you see his character sort of take in the gravity of what he's done. And Freddie was so upset about it. Like he kind of was emotional in that moment because he'd really taken on what a person who, you know, had done that might feel like. And yeah, I remember he was kind of choked up, and that was definitely the cutest thing I've ever seen. I think it's sort of well known what a philanthropic and kind person that he, you know, was. But Paul was also a really damn good actor, and I don't feel like that gets said enough. He became so synonymous with the Fast and Furious franchise, and he made a lot of smaller movies that he does absolutely beautiful work in. And I remember we were shooting this scene in She's All That, where, granted, his character's being incredibly duplicitous, but he comes to my house and he's trying to endear himself to me, and is very, very, very convincing about it. And I remember the take ended, and I heard the camera guy go, I believe him. And that's always cool. Like, that's what we always want as actors, is from someone from the camera department to actually be mildly impressed by what you're doing. I remember in 2013, right after Paul died very, very suddenly, thinking to myself, wow, life is incredibly short, and I should reach out. I should reach out. I should say hi. He's someone who I care about, who I want to see again. It had been a million years then, and somehow it took me another 3 years after that to finally reach out and say, hey, I know we're not day-to-day friends, but it would be great to see you. And so yeah, we caught up last year over an epic coffee and pastry selection, and he's doing great. I have actually kept in touch with Tamara Mello, who was a member of Taylor Vaughn's sort of crew of popular kids. She had some good singers too.
Is your name Lainey?
No, thank God. No offense. None taken.
I saw her about a month ago, and then a week after that I ran into Jody, who played Taylor Vaughn, at an audition. And I texted Tamara and I was like, hey, I just saw Jody, we're all gonna, you know, we should all hang out, or this and that. And then, so I started a group thread where I was, you know, where I had CC'd both of them, and Jody didn't answer, and I texted Tamara on the side. I was like, There's a moment coming about 6 hours from now where she realizes that she has to text us back because otherwise this whole thing is way too meta. Like, she just has to. So yeah, I think we're gonna hang out someday. Probably not. I feel like Sixpence None the Richer's Kiss Me is following me. I'll just be like at the CVS, Rite Aid, whatever, and just, you know, picking up stuff and it'll just come on, and I feel like I'm on candid camera every time. It's kind of weird. Maybe I am.
Hello Today fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.